Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. I think we got it. I had to come in to let Julius. I think we're good. I don't know what happened. Are you in, Julius?
Oh man, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had to have Drina host for today. So we got 5 people with us, 4 people with us, including myself. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead since we're super late. Some people may have left. But one of the things that I'm talking about today is pretty much one of EXP's core values. And the core value that I chose today is fun. And I chose that because I know a lot of times we get caught up in, trying to save the world and trying to sell everybody and their mom and dad a house. And I actually made fun an acronym. So it's a little different, but the F actually stands for familiar. And this is something I made up. So, this isn't something EXP threw out there as the acronym, but I thought I would make it a little different and make it an acronym. So familiar, and when I say familiar, I'm talking about like when you're talking to a client and you're trying to connect with them. The biggest thing when, getting new clients or getting new prospects is connecting with them so that they can convert to an actual deal. So the familiar actually stands for mirror and matching. And when I say mirror and matching, I mean like, when you're talking to a client, sometimes they may be up tempo, they may be laid back, they might be, different from what your personality is. And sometimes you have to actually meet them where they are so that you can actually connect with them. That's the biggest thing in real estate, is connecting with people so that you can convert them into a deal. So that's what F stands for, familiar, mirror and matching. The next letter, U, I actually put unique for that letter. And the reason why I put unique is because I know a lot of times people try to, they see people on social media and they try to emulate, I'm sorry, that's a lead. They try to emulate what they see on social media instead of being who they are. So you is unique, is being authentically you. The next letter is N, nimble. And I chose nimble because I know a lot of times, when you're newer, especially, you don't have like the confidence to, speak the real estate language. So I think, as a newer agent, gaining that knowledge, gaining that experience, you become more nimble. The more of that you get, the more nimble you become. So just pretty much becoming that subject expert on a particular topic or a specialty. Some people specialize in different parts of real estate. So today's topic was fun, and that's one of our core values: familiar, mirror and matching, unique, and nimble. Open up some mics. What y'all think of that?
That was actually good. I'm glad you brought that up because I had experienced that as far as when you said the F for fun. Well, the F when you talked about mirroring your client. I heard of that concept. I have one of my clients is really direct, and my personality is really, just upbeat, and so because of her personality, she was thinking that I wasn't really doing I was doing my job, but not in the sense of how she would handle things, even in negotiating. And so I had to really tell her, who I was, what my personality was, because I am being unique to myself. But you also have to be, if you have the type of client, kind of take on, what they would think or their characteristics to kind of, let them know that you can get the job done. Come on.
Well, the way I look at it is I don't really say like, changing who you are, but more so like your energy level. Sometimes people get on the phone, they have a lot of energy. And then you can kind of throw them off if your energy is not matching theirs or vice versa. So that's more so what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. I like that. So just being direct. So I had to start being direct when she was being direct. I was like, okay, let me stop being happy. No, not happy, but happy-go-lucky. But
Yeah.
Anyway, I like that. That's good.
Yeah, you may scare someone off that's more laid back. Anybody else? Can I see a face?
I think most people didn't, when we had the technical difficulty earlier, they probably didn't, because it would have been way more than this. And so I think
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize how you guys were signing in. So that's my fault. Just to clarify.
that's okay. Yeah, I I like I didn't get the nimble again, but I do understand the unique the being familiar as well. And I appreciate that and Adrena's honesty for, talking about that, because you can't blow people off when you are um have a bubbly personality and they are, you know, very direct. But
Yeah.
doing what they do, learning it's about posture, it's about the pace, the tonality. So whatever they do, I've learned to accept that. Even like with you, I don't know how to take you sometimes, because sometimes I know that you are bubbly, but
Yeah.
sometimes you're so direct. I'm like, okay, so, and you're quiet. So I can see the different personalities among just us and how we have to appreciate one another's differences. But when you are talking and trying to get on the same page, you do have to kind of scoot your chair around to their side and be the same type of have the same kind of pose, the tonality, the timing, and mirroring what they say, just if nothing else, just so that they become familiar, and people like to do business with people that they're familiar with.
Yep.
And that starts with a good relationship until they get to know you. So that is good, for listing presentations, buyers, even relationships
Relationships. Yep.
of all types. So I like it. That's good. We've been spending a lot of time on our core values, and that is something that I appreciate, knowing that our company does have core values. When I ran a brokerage, I don't remember having core values. I think we had like a mission statement, but core values are true, and we should uphold, you know, all of them. And speaking of fun, guys, we have a Christmas party
On the
that I
15th.
need some numbers really, really quick, uh, so that we can have fun, uh, to make the event great. And also, if everybody can, whoever is coming, I need to know uh, if your icon, if you capped anything specific, because we do have some awards that we are going to be giving out. So I just want to put that in you guys' ear as well.
Yep. So I want to add to something you said, Kendra, about my personality. Like sometimes I'm bubbly, sometimes I'm laid back. I'm pretty much a chameleon, and I don't know if you guys have taken like the color personality test, but my color personality colors are green and yellow. I mean, I'm sorry, green and blue. And green is just pretty much like the analytical person, the person that's like super zoned in, super like focused, super, quiet and observative. And then I have like the blue personality, which is like the fun personality. So it all depends on what time you catch me at. I mean, I can be green and I can be blue all in the same day. So it all depends. But
I
yeah,
know
anybody
that
else?
is. Yep.
Hi
Anybody else have
guys.
something? Hello,
Yeah. Good
Chandra.
morning. This is Chandra. So this is the mirroring part is really interesting to me, and I don't have a story to tell because I'm still training. I thank God for Tiffany. I'm still in training, so I haven't even sold a property yet. Y'all pray for me. But I'm a mortgage loan officer, and one of the things I noticed is that one of the things I asked my broker, because I noticed they're all so dry, like they're all just monotone on the phone. And matter of fact, I had one client that I couldn't assist, so I referred her to another mortgage loan officer that wasn't in our company. And when it was my first time introducing them on a three-way call, and he was so dry. And so one of the things I asked my broker, I was like, am I too happy? Like, because I'm not a chameleon. Like, as a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? So as a matter of fact, like when the energy is low, I just kind of tap out. So it's going to be interesting when I start meeting clients, and you know what I mean? Because I'm sure I'm going to have to be able to adapt. But on the flip side, like in the mortgage, like with mortgages, is like, I think some of the clients appreciate that when there's a fire, I don't sound like there's a fire. You know what I mean? Like I can keep them calm, because I can keep them calm and moving forward because I haven't, mimicked my attitude towards what's going on in the background. And then on the other side is that sometimes, I've noticed that there's a couple of clients that may not have taken me seriously because I sound so happy. Like if I say, don't start a new line of credit, or you need to keep working 40 hours, I mean that. I shouldn't have to sound dry. You know what I'm saying? So the mirroring part is something I'm going to have to work on because I'm not a chameleon, I don't think. And I don't know how to be dry and I don't know how to be monotone. You know what I mean? So that was really interesting to me. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Definitely, it's actually a really good skill to pick up. It took me a while to pick it up, but you just think connect. Like when you're doing it, just think connect, because at the end of the day, people do business with the people that they like and trust. But if they're monotone and you're upbeat, they might think this realtor talks too fast. I don't trust her. So just think connect the whole time when you're thinking about mirror matching. You're trying to connect with that person. Anybody else? I'm gonna pick up somebody. Open your mic up, Tiffany.
I talk every day, all day.
Can't see anybody's face, so it's kind of weird. I mean, outside of the standstill pictures.
Huh?
I said the standstill pictures throwing me off because I'm like, where's everybody at?
Oh, we're here. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. You don't really get pictures unless you're leading in the morning.
I gotcha.
I think Frederick just opened his mic up though.
Okay. How's it going, Frederick? Might have been by mistake. All right, well, if nobody else have anything, we're gonna give it a 15-second countdown.
So I got one other question. I was on one of the masterminds with some of the teams at EXP, and they encourage us to have a workplace group inside of workplace. And so I was thinking maybe we just need, start a new year and maybe come up with a name inside of workplace.
Mm-hmm.
And that, she said that really helps. And as far as helping people come in and come out is right there. And they do have where you can record live and import stuff too. But really, they are trying to encourage us to use the workplace chat. I mean, the workplace Facebook. So just start thinking of maybe a name that we could use. I was thinking of maybe like Excel or just something. If you guys can start just thinking of some names, maybe we can do that as far as building our unity in our community to enlighten people. But I still think we need to keep this particular Zoom open because we like to invite guests. But I think, yeah, and obviously you have to be with EXP to get in workplace. So we may have to still do that, but this could be a pour over where the recordings could be. And I just want your thoughts and see if someone is interested in growing this, because there's some other people doing the same kind of team huddle in the morning, and it's now caught fire where people are guests are wanting to come, other agents, maybe they haven't thought about even changing, but it's just good to have different energies on the line. So love your input.
So I at first I thought you were talking about among like Tony's organization, but if you're talking about just EXP in general, then yeah, I think workplace would be great. But if you're talking about like Tony's organization, I think maybe just regular Facebook would probably work the best.
Okay.
That's my opinion on it. Only because more people are going to be on Facebook than Workplace. So, they'll be able to see those notifications, even if they're not trying to. But if you're trying to do everybody in EXP, then I think that's kind of big. So Workplace might be the best for that.
Okay.
I think their point in saying that was like agent retention, because when I was on my mastermind, which is the Epsilon, I don't know if that was Hank, that was on yours, Kendra, but he was on mine.
Yeah, that was Hank. I
Yeah,
forgot what it was. Delta, Zeta.
yeah, you
I
might have
forget
been on, yeah. You was with the big,
Right.
other people. I was with, But anyway, yeah, Epsilon, they said the same thing. And he said he said actually Glenn had suggested that because it was, more so for agent retention. Instead of when you have your Facebook group for your team, you just move that particular group over to Workplace, and then they're on there and they're seeing the other things that's going on. And so it made sense to me. I never even thought about that, but it was really like they were saying for like agent retention and a sense of community, what they're, trying to implement. So, or reiterate.
Yeah, and I want to be like Hank because he just crossed over, and part of leadership is knowing when to follow and when to let go, and we all can improve on those skills at all times. And so I'm really this year trying to just do what they say for us to do as well. I do think we need to keep they have brought the Zoom up, so we should keep that. But as far as maybe hosting all our videos there and putting a pin, I think Hank or Mike, one of them, said, some important information for the whole entire Tony's organization, or, should be there with different things pinned, maybe, tips that we have, tricks that we do, forms that we may use, like an onboarding form, a checklist, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to work on that for us to have more sense of collaboration, which is one of our core values too. So I just appreciate this call. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got any input on anything? All right. Well, I guess we'll see everyone tomorrow.
Okay, guys.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Have
Go kill
a
the day.
$1 million day, guys.
Go kill it.
Mm-hmm.